Oh, baby.
Hey, before everyone else gets here, at the end, we want to remind everyone about December 19th, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Pacific time, the Issues with Andy Office Xmas Party.
Yeah. Definitely. Thank you.
What about for our Jewish friends?
Fuck them.
Yeah. Hey,
Erickson, we're live. What are you doing?
Oh no! Oh, what do you mean the Jews?
Aren't they going to be busy enough running Hollywood?
Yeah. It's almost too bright in here now. I've had every variation, but never too bright.
Well, you did have that. You did have a lamp in your lap one time. It was, half of your face was too bright.
Yeah. It gets warm that way too.
Yeah.
Every week you just keep getting more and more festive, Andy. I like it.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, the background looks like the old. Remember on Wheel of Fortune when you'd win the prize and then you'd win like $3,000 and then you'd go over to where the prizes were and you'd be like, for $500 I'll have the cross country skis, Pat. That's what it looks like. But it's like,
do they not do that anymore?
$35, I'll take the Andy Andrist Last Shot T-shirt.
For $15, I'd like the frosted mushroom.
Does
and I'll take the rest in a gift certificate.
That was Chuck Woolery days. I don't. That's not Pat Sajak, is it? That was.
What was that show? I think it was Wheel of Fortune, and I'd like to.
That was just Wheel of Fortune, but I don't think Chuck Woolery was ever the host of Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah. Back a while ago.
Controversy at the start of Issues with Andy.
Yeah. Before he went to the dating one that he did.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know
Love
that either.
Connection.
Oh yeah, Love Connection. 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
We'll be back. Hey, if you'd like to go out with her again, we'd be glad to pay for it.
Yeah.
If you'd like to stiff her right here and that was a stupid. I don't know, man. I'm rethinking a lot of my fucking. I watched Saved by the Bell as an adult. Like, come on. I could have done something with that time that was a little more useful than watching Zach.
You watched the new one?
No, I'm not going to do that. I know what they're trying to do. They try. It's like, you repeat stupid shit.
First of all, you're too old to have watched Saved by the Bell the first time.
Originally.
So what the fuck is going on?
I'm younger than Andy, and I'm too old to have watched Saved by the Bell.
Andy has stories about Death Valley days when it ran originally.
I was having some depression issues, and I watched.
Hey, hold on, guys. Just to clear it up, Chuck Woolery was the host of the series Wheel of Fortune from its premiere in 1975 until December 25th, 1981. Except for Alex Trebek took over 1 week for him, and Woolery left in 81 over a salary dispute with show creator Merv Griffin. Contract not renewed.
Yeah, Merv knew the value of a game show host. Wasn't he? Merv was a game show host of sorts.
He had a talk show.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, and he was crushing because he like a lot of things were Merv Griffin Productions or whatever his production company was.
Yeah. Well, Chuck Woolery grew up to be a pretty cool old guy.
Yeah, he did. Chill as fuck, I think is how the kids say it.
Yeah, I did.
He's the first guy. I got on Twitter when I did the road with Stanhope with Jeff Tate on that run. That's when Stanhope was like, "Dude, you have to be on Twitter, you fucking moron." So I signed up for Twitter.
Is that the smashed finger run?
And while on that 2-week run, smashed finger run. That run, Chuck Woolery blocked me. So he's the first guy that ever blocked me on Twitter.
That's pretty sweet.
So I guess we will not be going out for a second date.
No, you'll be remaining on your own and paying for the.
Well, he was right about that. I have been paying for it.
Yeah. Chuck. He's
in
that's
life.
what Trump really kind of stepped out and like, wow, game show hosts are douchebags, and Chuck Woolery, Alex Trebek was for everything you hear was a good dude. So probably he was the last really cool game show host. The rest of them are probably.
I think there was. I think there was also a Wheel of Fortune host in between there sometime. Who killed himself.
No, that was
Ray Combs.
The one with the families.
Family
Family Feud.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Ray Combs.
See, he was probably had too much empathy to go forward. I don't know, man. Yeah. I
Comedian
remember,
Ray Combs.
Ray Combs, after taking over from Richard Dawson, he probably realized how much sexual assault he was going to have to commit to host the show, and it just got him all depressed.
What would you rather? What would you rather followed? Found dead, comedian or game show host? Ray Combs, he's like, he's probably getting ready to blow his brains out with thinking that same thing. I hope they call me a comedian, but they'll probably link me to the fucking game show.
I think,
or maybe probably what. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say what probably happened is after he got his game show job, he was probably about to be fired and realized he was gonna have to go back on the road. So fuck this. Yeah. No way am I doing another Red Lion.
In promoting, Louis Anderson
also hosted.
Yeah, he could have killed himself in those years, and he would have went down as game show host. But I think now he's back as an actor or comedian and everything. But he was just the kind of the gross Family Feud host for years. Get off the boy, Louis.
Not a lot of kisses doled out in those years.
Well, you notice people stopped bringing their teenage boys as participants during the
and all boys.
Why is your family all cousins?
I don't know.
No brothers.
I never confirmed this, but remember, was it a rumor that Richard Dawson was Joe Elliott's dad? Was that ever confirmed, or was that bullshit?
Joe Elliott from
Joe Elliott.
Def Leppard?
Yeah, I heard, right? The Family Feud host, the one before Louis Anderson. Yeah, Richard Dawson, the one who used to put on the big long kisses on broads too.
Yeah, he's the guy who made Family Feud happen.
Yeah, Dawson almost got he could have got Me Too during the show. Like, hey, get off the old age. Yeah. But I don't know that.
He got that gig. He got that gig because he was the guy who destroyed it on Match Game. Remember Match Game with Gene Rayburn, where the three people they were always drunk as shit, and then they sat three across the top and then three on the bottom, and it was Charles Nelson Riley and Brett Summers and she did it for a while. But Fannie Flagg was in there in the rotation a bit. But Richard Dawson was always in the bottom row, right in the middle. And he was fucking great at that game. He was a really quick-witted guy and a smart guy. And he was so popular on that show and so funny that he rolled that into Family Feud.
And he fathered.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know
that's false. By the way,
Elliott's dad.
I don't know.
Joe Elliott's is the only child of Joseph Thomas Elliott Sr. and Cindy Elliott of Sheffield.
I also heard Joan Jett lived in Coos Bay. I could never confirm that neither. But I did follow a limo one time thinking it was probably Joan Jett, but it probably was just some.
I like that you think that if Joan Jett moved to fucking Coos Bay, Oregon, she would also ride around in a limo while there.
Hey, I want to keep a low profile. I'm going to move to Coos Bay.
She was taking a limo ride to the hospital to get her rib removed so she could suck her own dick.
There it is. Oh, fuck.
I'm thinking I went Christmas shopping. I've been Christmas shopping a lot for myself.
We can see.
which I do all the time anyway. But it's like, oh, I'll just get that for myself while I'm out. But now that's why I go out. It's like, what would somebody else get me if I were to direct them to what I wanted? So I got a new ski helmet. Thanks, Santa. And I think that's it. Oh, but I got Bailey's and some dark rum, which I just mix the two together.
What?
Isn't that a B?
No.
Isn't that like a B-52 kind of hot? Dark
Bailey's
rum?
is rum, right?
No.
Is it?
Uh,
No, but
Bailey's is
cream
the
liqueur.
cream stuff.
it's it's an Irish
Oh.
cream.
Yeah, so I'm mixing rum and Irish
Oh,
cream.
Kahlúa's rum.
Kahlua is a coffee liqueur.
So,
Those fuckers is rum.
but it sure, and I got you can't see it, but I got a fireplace and the TV going. And you couldn't, this is ground zero for Christmas right here. It's like if the cult wants to take Christmas from me, they're gonna have to kick in this fucking door.
So, well,
Or I guess
They may
it's
not-
open.
they may not have canceled Christmas, but it seems like they've moved it all to the Airbnb at this point, though.
Oh, yeah. I got
Andy, now's a real good. I know you're shopping for yourself, so I'll give you this tip. Now, especially at like supermarkets in the liquor section, they've got the gift boxes of like a bottle of liquor and then like like specialty glasses or like a shaker or something, and they're deeply discounted right now. And those are a great gift for yourself if you want to really treat yourself, Andy.
I should get really high on edibles and then get myself a bunch of stocking stuffers and forget what I got. Oh, that's right. I got lottery tickets. More edibles. Thanks, man. Thanks, me. Yeah, I think I told you guys this when I went poor shopping. I don't know if it was like Kiwanis or whatever. They took poor kids. I guess they called the school and said who's getting free lunches. And I don't know how that happened. Anyway, I was on the poor
Is it
kid
poor?
list.
Oh, poor shopping. You
Poor,
said.
like I went shopping.
I was
Christmas
confused.
shopping.
I thought you said
I-
whore shopping, and I
I
was waiting
wish.
for the part where you were picking out a whore.
And then he started talking about kids. I'm like, we gotta back up a little
If
bit.
I could have figured out how to whore shop, I certainly wouldn't have gone down to California. No, they took it was like a group, and they took poor kids to go Christmas shopping, and the idea being that you had a list of brothers and sisters and family members you wanted to buy for. And I kind of just got the concept was like, I'll just get myself a bunch of stuff is what I did. I got, I think I got my mommy and daddy something, but I also, David, Larry, John, and Jeff did not get anything. I think that we all pitched in for one big thing for me. And we had a set amount of money, and it was based on number of brothers and stuff. And then we had some around and helped us shop, but they didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, as much shit as you took around the Andrist house being the youngest of 5 brothers, I think you should get the entire Christmas money for yourself. I think that's not even close to being still a fair trade-off, but I have no problem with
They would have weaponized almost any gift I would have got them. Almost anything. I can't think of anything that they wouldn't have weaponized.
Right.
So fuck them.
Yeah.
I think I got.
You get them a pillow and they try to choke you out with it while you're sleeping.
I probably got myself a couple of gyms and some outfits.
So men.
Yeah, and then they wrapped them too. So I just I think that was part of it too. Then we went somewhere and had cookies, and then some old hags wrapped. Oh, it's probably a nursing home, and they had old ladies wrap our presents. This was pre-COVID.
Nice.
You wouldn't do that now.
Good idea.
Have some,
That's a good idea.
They
Old
still have
ladies
that stuff.
love wrapping Christmas presents.
Sure.
Yeah, and they got, they fucking do the, they do.
I mean,
a
it'll
pretty,
take 4 days, but eventually, just get
All
there
right.
early.
but I
Just drop
remember.
off your gifts at middle of December.
Well,
come
they
back
hung
and get
out
them
there
right
too.
before.
So kind of like it was a win-win for the community. It was like some creepy pedophile type guy got to be the big brother, take some kid shopping, and then old people got a kid in there waiting for a gift to be wrapped, and so everybody won. And I got some. more gifts.
Christmas
The kid
miracle.
didn't win.
I did because my brothers.
Yeah,
you know,
you got the gift.
none of my brothers.
The kid that got molested by the fucking creepy pedophile.
None
Jenny,
of-
I think
Like collateral damage. I get it. I mean, the
Well, it
overall
depends
arc
on the
is the
gift.
community
I-
wins.
the
But that- I'm just
program
a-
has evolved over time. Now they call it Shop with a Cop, and a cop takes. I'm not kidding at all. The cop takes the poor kid
yeah.
shopping, and that's probably because
Oh,
of exactly
really?
what Andy just said.
Oh man, I would have shoplifted a bunch if I had a cop escort.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's gonna think the kid's
Yeah.
stealing.
Who's gonna say something? Do you pay for that? Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Officer O'Malley here.
But I don't think my brothers. I don't remember ever getting gifts like brother to brother. So it was kind of a scam anyway. It's like if I would have got him a gift, it would have been unreciprocated. Like, here you go, Larry.
Andy,
and
you mean to tell me that in your memory of growing up, none of your brothers ever handed you a gift at Christmas that they bought?
I think it was all my mom and dad bought shit, and then somebody got the. I mean, Dave and Larry were kind of out of there. You can't remember them when you were a little kid and shit, but we unwrapped a fucking shit, and I don't remember what any of it is. Just a fucking bunch of forgettable fucking shit in boxes. I remember always being disappointed, and then like when you're old enough to call friends, and then your friends tell you what they got and shit, and then I just started lying, making up like a bunch of other shit too. It's like, oh yeah, I got that too. Yeah, but I didn't get any of that shit. I got really disappointed.
I got
shit.
that too, but we'll play with yours at your house.
Yeah, you hear
see
your friend
Mark
playing
smile.
ColecoVision or the football game.
Yeah,
And
you'd
your
always
your
go
house
to
is
that.
silent.
You'd go to that friend's house, and the friend who told you he got all the cool shit, and then you tell him you got cool shit too, but you go, "Hey, I'll come over to your place. We'll go play with your shit," and then hope they forget that I'm supposed to have some of it.
You don't have
I
shit.
know.
My mom was more concerned. She didn't want me to be embarrassed by all the kids knowing that I was one of the poor. She thought it'd be better that I just went without. So Christmas sucked at my house.
deal with
not
it.
not only for that reason, but Christmas was my mom's holiday, I guess, in the divorce from my parents. And we didn't really do anything. So I just woke up there and hung out with my mom for a couple hours. And then she took me over to my dad's house, which was a complete hostile environment because now it's like 10:30 in the morning. And I have a stepbrother and stepsister who've been made to wait for me to come over so that they can open all their presents.
Oh yeah.
And then their mom would get them all, regular fucking presents that you get kids and stuff. But my dad was like he still is. He's like a curmudgeon guy. He would just get me a hunting license every year. So I already knew what mine was. So I fucking
Solid.
hated Christmas.
Something you could use.
Jesus
Andy
Christ.
doesn't even remember whatever you got.
Yeah.
That's that's more brutal. Chad's story tops Andy's at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
That is brutal, man. You see your stepbrothers and sisters just opening up fucking gifts.
Oh, plus they're seething mad at me because they've been sitting there since 6 a.m. not able to open any of their shit. So they're just like, all right, asshole, hurry up. So the whole environment sucked.
Yeah. Perfect. That sounds like the perfect Christmas.
Oh, Yuletide.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to score some drugs around here for Christmas, but it's looking pretty sad. It's just, I got my standard
That
drug.
Venmo up, Shaylee.
Yeah, I want good drugs for Christmas because it's gonna be, I do have a little acid. I might go in on some acid.
Andy,
There you
a
go.
little acid doesn't affect you. I saw you do 100 fucking milligram.
Yeah,
fucking
that's what I
Venmo.
mean. Uh-huh.
You still
So-
did a set. So
Yeah, so I'll just do a little. I'll probably go. I don't know, man. It's fucking fuck it. I kind of like it. It's like there's no pressure. Oh, and I bought someone a gift who's not celebrating. That lives downstairs, and because I wasn't gonna. And it's like fuck them,
That's nice.
But then I was
That's
like, no,
nice,
man.
though.
My tradition is buying gifts, so fuck her. She, I didn't take no bath. That
So what do you-
Spite bought her a gift.
so with the gift, do you just like like go downstairs and go, "Hey, did you drop this?" And hand it to her. Like how?
It'll say from Santa and the baby Jesus, and I'll leave it when I go skiing. Oh, Santa ate the LSD and the cookies, and he went skiing.
Just put it in an Amazon box and put her name on it.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Well, but I didn't. I mean, it's a gift. So,
She's not gonna
fuck it.
throw it at you, right? And go, "You know my religion."
No. No, I don't.
gift. So fucker, I love it.
If she doesn't take the gift, then next year you can get yourself another gift, wrap it for her, and then give it to her, and then she'll give it back to you. And you can look like the guy who got her a gift, but yet it was for you the whole time.
So
and to take it further, I think you could get her something when you know she's going to reject it. Just keep getting her something that you want, and then she gives it back, and it's like she gave you a gift. So it's like old time.
Hunting
Kiwanis.
license.
An
I
old
wanted a pogo ball.
An old Kiwanis guy took me to Ben Franklin, and I had to pick out something. It's a scented
Speaking of
candle. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best things you can do during this holiday season is stay home and not risk anybody's health, and that's why Santa asked a lot of us people, "Hey, do you got any merch you can sell? Because I can't do this shit anymore." Santa's fucking diabetic, and he can't leave the fucking North Pole. His wife's diabetic too, so even an elf has that shit. They're fucking. Santa's taking lockdown serious. So he got a hold of a lot of comedians and said, "Sell your merch, help out."
Hey, Andy, just one quick question. Looking at this graphic that's up behind me, couldn't run like a quick iron over that fucking shirt before you took the picture. Just just a real back and forth. I mean,
Toss it in the dryer for 30 seconds.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, not even you didn't have to plug the iron in.
But I wanted people to see how it is in different states of,
Oh yeah, crumpled
like
up in the bottom of a duffel bag. Here you go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Usually I have a hot steam iron or some shit.
We know what didn't happen.
Yeah. See, I should have just put some white stains on it in that way. They'll go, see, let's just get over it.
Yeah.
Shirts, you want a shirt, you get a shirt, and it's like it's gonna be comfortable and shit. Like I got one from South Park, and it was uncomfortable after one wash. My shirts are comfortable after a wash or two, but they're gonna age. It's a fucking shirt. You still have the shirt you had when you were a kid? No.
Actually, I do.
I don't know, but these
Eric
will
said I
last.
still got the Beastie Boys shirt,
I want that shirt.
that
still.
van shirt. That's
Man.
20
It's been
years
a 20-year
ago.
quest. Yeah, I had that shirt for about 6 years, and then I lost it back to you.
I actually brought it to Panama and I forgot to wear it.
Oh man. Oh shit. Yeah, get a Nature Jack shirt, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I set up that site and stuff, and I thought I wasn't sure it was working, and I was gonna navigate it myself, and then I sold another one, so it is there.
Good.
It's like we're only allowing a few people into the shop at a time on the site.
Andy sets up a brand new site and it's
And
really
it's-
not his forte. And
The
yet
people-
he doesn't test it end to end. He just waits to see what
people
happens.
ask
Yeah, I
questions,
guess
too.
it worked.
People, you post it and then they'll ask questions like, I reluctantly got into the t-shirt business, but I'm definitely not the PR department and complaint department and shit, but what I am is I am shipping. I should just be shipping. Fuck sales. Sales sucks ass. Because one thing about sales is people don't maybe buy it the first time they see it, but it's about redundancy. And I can't do that because I lose interest in it too. And so I just fucking pitch it once and then I man the shipping department.
So what you're saying is it's amazing that you even get a sale.
When I see I got a sale, it's in the package addressed and at the post office within 15 minutes.
Good. You're competing with Amazon, man.
Yeah,
If you
I
buy
mean-
a T-shirt, Andy will be on his way to your house within 17 minutes of that email. Prepare
and
yourself.
And if it's within 50 miles of my house, I'll get it there within 2 hours in person. And we'll have a face mask and hand cleaner. And I won't even talk to you. I'll just get it there on your porch with some other stuff that I probably shouldn't have in my car while driving. I'll just ditch.
And if you're not home, Andy will just kind of lightly browse through the stuff you got around on your property.
Yeah. Don't leave a
See
door
what's there.
unlocked.
I,
Not on
I,
the
if, I
bottom
went in,
floor.
if I went into somebody's house, I would just be interested in who's interested in me.
That's fair enough. That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
It wouldn't be like creepy or like, oh, I'm gonna take some panties
all.
here. Nothing like that. It's just like, wow, okay, I get it now, because I'm
Not
uncomfortable.
unless that's the game they want to play, though,
Just-
Andy. Don't throw everything out with,
Hey,
with the baby.
You
here.
know what? This is actually a little bit talking about Santa Claus. This is a little bit like the Santa Claus origin story. I mean, this may be something that this could lead to something for you. You go every year, you start visiting people's houses. You somehow get inside. No one's really sure how.
Dog door chimney.
The plate
The
of
secret,
pills
the
has
secret is this, though, for some reason.
been-
Well, I think Santa did that to bring the team
All the
around.
pills are missing from the medicine cabinet.
Yeah.
Oh, St. Anthony's
Yo.
been here.
Yo, Donner. Yo, Donner. Yeah.
Just a little reindeer dust.
Take me to Anchorage, Donner. Oh, you know what else is a really good holiday gift for myself is I've just been getting a lot of edibles around, so I'm gonna fix myself up a cookie tray of edibles. I'm gonna do, it's probably not gonna be, the traditional holiday anymore. Oh, I got I got some of the ornaments, and I don't know, I dragged them out of the thing and going through them, and I'm not putting most of them up, and I've added some of my own, type of shit. But there's one that's the first Christmas, and then it has the year on it, and then I flipped it over and wrote last Christmas, 2019.
Oh, it's a memorial ornament now.
Yeah. 'Cause
Man.
we had last year was our last Christmas. This is this is Festivus without any of the fun
Yeah.
stuff.
This is the secret Christmas. This is guerrilla Christmas.
Yeah.
Incognito.
Yeah. You don't. It's like you don't know you have something until they want to take it away. And I really I didn't think I liked Christmas that much, and I really didn't give a shit. I don't like the bag crinkling noise, so automatically Christmas morning's a nightmare because everybody's crinkling paper, and it's somehow not supposed to bother me that day. Like I have a mental problem, and I'm supposed to just let it go one day a year, and take a deep breath and just accept it. But maybe noise canceling earplugs would be the thing. But now that
your first gift,
Yeah.
earplugs.
Yeah, now that nobody's going to be around or wanting to celebrate Christmas, I feel like, like Ebenezer on Christmas morning. Is it too late, young man? Did I miss it?
You're gonna flip Hobo Danny a gold doubloon so he can get a Christmas goose.
Get,
If I could-
go get us
I
a
took-
Christmas teener, Hobo Danny.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Take a clean glass pipe. I'll take a COVID clean crack pipe. You can't just go out and smoke crack with people all like it's 2019. You gotta have it in your my crack pipe is in rubbing alcohol, and then you take it out, and only you use that crack pipe.
Everybody's got to have their own crack pipe.
Yeah,
now.
man. It's just like it's a whole new world for all of us.
That's the problem too, because if you could be responsible for and keep and maintain a useful crack pipe, you wouldn't be a crackhead.
Yeah.
So it's a problem.
Yeah.
Is that Ebenezer Scrooge right there, Shailene?
That's the
It
great
is.
one, man.
I like the
Yeah.
one with
Christmas
Fonzie.
Carol.
Wasn't Henry Winkler was Ebenezer in one, I think.
Oh,
Mr. Magoo was classic.
that's
Mr.
a good
Magoo
one. Yeah.
couldn't see anything. What a clumsy fucko. But here's the difference between Mr. Magoo and other blind people is he had a pretty good self, he could laugh at himself.
Well,
I think
Gone.
he seemed to be unaware that he had a disability. That was the problem, is that he lived in denial of being blind. He just went on with his day.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'll have to revisit it. Some deep levels going on there. How could you not know you're blind? Motherfucking Magoo. Shit. Huh.
Yeah,
There he is.
I'm done with actual presents anyway. Like my kids, I'm so thankful that my kids don't give a shit. I'll get them one or two things, and then we'll do something that's like Christmassy. That's not a material thing, you know. It's like, oh, here for Christmas, I got you a plane ticket. Come out. How about that? You know, there doesn't need to be a run to the mall and find some fucking garbage that they're just gonna throw away on a shelf somewhere. Stupid.
Once our kids became adults, Jenny would just get them like underwear, socks, shit that they would use but would probably just wouldn't bother getting themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my entire wardrobe, underwear and sock department was completely dependent upon Christmas. That was the main budgeted allocation for undergarments for me. So absolutely.
Yeah, you never know. You can't put I've had to buy undergarments on the run in a situation where I thought I had enough undergarments.
We're aware, Andy. Everyone's aware of that. On the fly.
Yeah. There's at least 4 stories of you peeing or pooping your pants on this podcast already. At least.
Sometimes we know the term belly sick already.
Sometimes you got to walk away from your pants. You just got to. It's like if your dog's loose and takes a shit in somebody's yard and you act like it ain't your dog. It's like, see them pants. All right, we're going our separate ways. I'll try to come back for you. That's what I told. That's what I told Big Jack right before I threw him in the redwood tree. I'll come get you, Big Jack. It's stormy out.
You sounded like you're talking to a wounded buddy in Vietnam. You know, like I'll come back. No, you won't. Those pants are like you will not be back.
Well, I was dramatic with the gyms because I know when I'd throw them out the window, it was usually like in huge, like fucking storms and shit. And I just thought that was the good time to have a big adventure. So I get out on the ledge. We had a little platform you could sit out on. And then I would chuck my toys or whatever. And like if there was a snowstorm coming, we'd go out on the ledge and set up our army figures or little, men and shit. So it'd wake up and it'd be like Valley Forge, but with, Vietnam guys. Or whatever.
More like Custer's Last Stand.
Well, yeah. Custard's grandkid or whatever. Yeah, still killing it in the guard. Yeah, I did, but it's like that's when you throw your toys, and I like going out in the storms too and find them. That was what I do: throw them out the window. Usually, you'd find them, but man, I remember that Jack incident because he never come back. we weren't prepared for that as a group. Jack is gone.
Yeah. Not all the missions are successful. That's one of the hard lessons you got to learn as a commander of the big gym team,
Yeah. I could never figure it out other than it got stuck in the tree and then
Other than what happened?
Yeah, you threw it in the tree.
Yeah. Yeah. But he stayed in it. Like he fucking, like that tree is morphed with Big Jack. It's a Big Jack Redwood. Yeah, I mean that's what Well, same. I got her back here. I got DJ Drowsy.
Yeah, I see
Thinking about,
DJ Drowsy back there.
you know, that was
He's looking sleepy.
she's like she probably, like, you know, if Drowsy didn't disappear, which, you know, maybe she just stayed there in the dirt bankment and I never found her or whatever, but it's possible all my ditch toys just kind of hung out on the fringes and like, well, fuck, now what are we gonna do?
They were happy to escape all the sexual abuse that was
Yeah.
going on. Does he change your clothes 7 times a day? Yes. Fuck that guy. Next time he throws me in the tree, I'm just gonna hang on, man. Fuck
Yeah.
It's funny, there's those flex bands now. Those don't look like something you wore to show off your muscles. Those look like junkies.
Oh, the Mylar.
Yeah, that was so
Yeah.
you flex their muscles, but it does look like they're getting ready to fucking put a
Tie
needle
it
in.
off.
Yeah.
Oh, look at their builds and shit. You know, they didn't get that way by working out. Yeah, fucking thin waist and shit.
Steroids.
Yeah, yeah. Those were about like body shaming to little boys. Like you could, you know, not many little boys grew up to have any kind of fucking build like those gyms. But you tried. You're fat and doughy and pimply face, and you can't live up to that shit. You know. It all came so easy for Jim. He never had to go to war. He never really even played football, though he had a uniform.
Well,
Is this the male complaint about the super high ideals of women trying to have the Barbie figure?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this was your rock to bear.
I think you're actually onto something, Andy, because look at that doll and look at that body. Now, the only men who have bodies like that are gay. And
Mishka.
the reason is, like, I stand by what I said.
He said gay.
But see, like, if you're a gay kid, you look at that doll and you're like, yeah, I want to fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, so you're like, I'm gonna look like that because I want some of that. When you're straight boy, you're just like you don't notice the fucking cut abs, you know.
Here's
it's not
the
a
problem.
thing that you're
You
like.
see the flex band.
They should have cut. They also should the same exact line, same thing. Big gyms. They should have had like Philip Seymour Hoffman and Boogie Nights character that hangs out with them. You know. You can't all be good looking dudes. You know, you gotta have some fans.
Big Jim and the hangers on.
Big Jim and Stevie. Hey, you guys gonna go work out? You mind if I just sit over and watch?
Cool.
Yeah, like a Jim Jordan doll. Just hovering while the other guys are getting in their underwear.
He comes with like 3 towels that he can hand the other Big Jim. You need a towel? You need a towel?
Ew. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I don't think that would fly off the shelves, Andy.
I know. That's the problem with it. It's
Something saying that's the one that goes overseas real quick.
I think they did that with like Barbie. Like they come out with like a chunky Barbie or whatever. I can't remember. It was like an old fucking one of my first sets. I had a bit about oh no, it was a wheelchair Barbie doll. That's what it was. I was like, couldn't any Barbie be in a wheelchair, really? Oh, this one fell down skiing. She had a couple of cocktails and she was babysitting, but she got in the car and she just flipped it. Now she's in a wheelchair. You know, a lot of them bits I should have sold harder back in the day. I think.
Well, I think with a lot of your bits, Andy, it would have been helpful to have done them 2 times in a row in the same way.
Make Share a Smile Becky. That was I think her name. That was the original one. Was Share a Smile Becky? Like, what a fucking pandering name to somebody who's crippled. Oh, look at no leg Ray. He sure is the sunshine. He's like a ray of sunshine without legs.
They didn't even make her legs withered or anything. They just gave her regular
No,
Barbie
tanned and
legs.
toned, huh?
Yeah.
She looks great. She looks like somebody who stole a wheelchair from someone who
Yeah.
needs it.
Like, because they know how to do tricks.
Yeah. She does the pop-up thing with the wheels. Hey, check me out.
Well, I'm surprised I didn't try to rig them up since I had a bunch of action figures and I'd pull the legs off of them and they would be, my dad was in a wheelchair and he had legs and eventually the doctors pulled those off of him. So I'm surprised they didn't draw a connection up and just rig them up. Like, I don't know what you'd make a wheelchair for a big Jim out of as a fucking kid, probably fucking cans. I don't know. I'd like to try. I'd like
Maybe you could use some Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, break some other toys. I'm sure I could go back, find some shit in the sandbox and rig up a big gym so that my dad wouldn't feel so weird and odd that his legs were dead. Hey, Dad, hey, Dad, I'm going to play with Big Jim. My dad, I don't know why he did this, but he would take like those little army guys or whatever, and one he just had was just the legs of one, because I remember that one in particular, yellow legs, and he would roll over and he would empty his leg bag of piss on, and he'd go water and yellow leg. He made it fun. It wasn't all wipe my ass or whatever. He was sometimes dumping urine on little army guys, and then one in particular, it was just the legs of an Indian. I don't know how that happened, but it was just the legs of an Indian, and he called it yellow legs, and he sure did enjoy drawing attention to that. He was a lot of fun. I think.
I'm confused by that one.
What the fuck?
I did have a sucker earlier, and I'm trying to bring the Patreon fun to the YouTube.
I just didn't understand the story a little bit. I got lost in the story a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm high too, so maybe that's just
also high.
I wish but I don't, and he couldn't do it. It was just rigged up so that my dad would unclamp his piss bag and it would just flow out just all at once. But man,
so
Andy, do a
Andy,
super soaker.
When he was in the wheelchair, he would have the catheter, which sometimes you would have to install, and then there'd be a bag attached to the wheelchair, right?
I don't know which came first, the chicken or the cart, but I think there was, because he would pee in a jug and then maybe later I think at night is when we'd catheter him up, because he would get like a just enough warning to cram down his pants and then I can try to wrestle that razor clam up from them balls all fucking meshed together, and he'd wrestle that up and put it into a fucking like a Gatorade container, and he'd always because it was happening, it's like if somebody farted really loud and then didn't acknowledge it. So my dad would have to wrestle his dick out and pee and pull down his pants and piss into that jug. So he'd make it entertaining. He'd say something, or he'd go like like people when they just had a beverage and they're really thirsty and they just go
satisfying sigh.
Yeah. My dad would sigh I don't think he could even feel it, but he's just I think you're probably happy that you saved yourself from one more pair of sweatpants in the laundry.
Now, Andy, was the dismembered Indian legs in the Gatorade bottle?
No,
I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
There was a little area that he would just he would ask, he'd go to drop a couple of army guys there. I don't know. My dad, I don't know if it was anti-military, but it started off with just a couple of vets. A couple of GI Joes just laying low on their break, and my dad would dump his piss back on them, and then eventually Yellow Legs showed up, and then that was in there with them, and he but he would, I think it was a statement that he was anti-military, maybe.
I'm still. I can't believe it.
I was going to ask another question, but I think we should just move on.
I think we should too. I'm speaking of war. This feels very much like a Vietnam quagmire that we may not be able to extract
Yeah,
ourselves
yeah.
from.
We declare victory. Mission
honey hole.
accomplished. Mission accomplished. Hey,
Yeah.
DJ Drowsy, come out here and play some tunes.
Uh, well then, let's. I know we're not quite to the end yet, but let's. So I don't forget at the end. Let's mention what we have coming up on our Patreon. Our first ever Issues with Andy live Zoom. It's going to be our Christmas
Yellow
party
Legs.
to you over on Patreon.
Yeah, that's
So
exactly
it's
what
going to be
Shaylee
December.
Shaylee
Oh my
found the
God,
exact
that's
yellow
him?
legs. Yeah, we had a bunch of them. Like we had some fancy, you know.
Holy shit,
I
Shaylee.
always
You are
found it
good.
I always found it offensive that all them things were all the same color, like blue uniform, blue face, and then we found these Indians and cowboys and everything that had actual paint and shit. So, but yeah, something happened to yellow. I think they'd snap apart. That's what happened is you could pull them apart. That's what. Okay, that's how they got them individual plastics together, as they snapped them together rather than the soldiers. You know, they're all green or they're all blue. And
Yeah,
if you were
yeah,
a
because
soldier,
those are
wouldn't come
done.
home-
Those are done with a process where it's an injection mold, and if it's an army man, it's all green. So you just have
Yeah.
one mold. This guy with those different colors, everything is a different mold, and then it has to be assembled.
Yeah, so you could imagine if you have like 2 quarts of urine beside your leg, and then that, you know, the brown part's gone, so it wasn't like my dad was anti-Indian, but that's what it was, and my dad would pee on yellow legs. He found it funny, and I could never figure out why, and then you guys either. Now it's
So now we're
It
back in it. So I
Yeah.
still don't understand I mean, is he's dumping his urine out onto this
Yeah, it was
thing
like-
that's
there
on,
was a
where
little
is it? It's on the ground?
Yeah, it was a bummer because it was kind of on the basketball court, you know. It's like you have everywhere you could do this, but he would dump it there, and then sometimes it would drain into the court.
So he's dumping his pee outside onto your
It's
army
right by
man.
the kind of on the, not a he asked that originally he asked that we put a couple of like maybe they were there or something, but I think he asked for him to be put there because he wouldn't have gone wheeled over to where the sandbox was and dragged him over there, you know. Wasn't his thing. my old man had 2 wheels. No, he had 4 wheels. I almost said the wrong thing, but he didn't have 4. He might have had 4 wheels, but he didn't have 4-wheel drive.
Good work on that.
Had to reverse engineer the whole fucking thing.
You did a great
We
job.
saw
man. I'm
it.
proud of you. Yeah. So your dad saw your toys in the sandbox and thought to himself, I can't wait till some of those toys get over here because I'm going to dump my piss on them.
I
And
think
it's
he
going to
needed
be
a-
hilarious.
I think he needed a theme there, you
Yeah.
know.
And
was
then
like-
once he saw Yellow Legs, that was enough of a connection
Yeah, it
between
became
what he
it-
had
well,
a
it
bag
had
of
a title.
yellow.
Up until then,
Yeah.
it sort of seemed like, you know, some sort of fucking like a fucking anti-military, or, you know, are you spitting in the face of the vets or whatever? But when Yellow Legs comes out, and then it's it's like a bit that doesn't work. And I'm still not sure Yellow Legs worked. It did to me because I always sat and watched him dump his piss on Yellow Legs. It's fucking, you know, so it worked. You know,
2-show Friday.
Yeah, a lot of times I'd see them vets and I was like, God damn it, man. I just heard, you know, the fucking guy on the news talking about this shit and nom, and now my dad's dumping piss. But Yellow Legs, it's just fun, you know. I wish it had come off of a hippie instead of a brown person, because now I don't know what to think about it. Shaylee
Well, that's
found
the great
fuck-
thing about
I-
it just being
crazy.
legs. You don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Shaylee's most amazing fucking find.
That's his best pull yet.
'Cause I don't know, I couldn't figure out how Yellow Legs came to be. Of course, it wasn't a whole total yellow Indian that was chewed in half by a dog. It was yellow pants, orange belt.
You just
Oh.
solved for Andy a 30-year mystery in which he'd been looking for the other half of this yellow Indian.
How did this happen?
And like real Indians, you
Motherfucker.
could, like real Indians, you could pull them apart and leave them strewn about. Do nothing about it. Take their land over. Okay. Now I'm peeing on the Indians.
Oh, fuck.
So, Erickson, you were saying on December 19th,
You're right,
Saturday,
I was.
December 19th.
I was saying that. It doesn't even matter if you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or Festivus. You can celebrate with us because we're going to do an Issues with Andy office Christmas party on December the 19th. A live Zoom with us. You can join us, hang out. We'll hang out for a couple of hours. We'll get really high. You can ask us questions. You can whatever the fuck we do on those things.
Stories.
You guys know.
Yeah.
So tell us stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do things. We'll do things. It'll be a Christmas party. And it's going to be December 19th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is a Saturday afternoon here in Los Angeles. So adjust your times accordingly and join us. If you're not a member of our Patreon yet, that's what we would like you to do. Join the Patreon and come hang out with us on the 19th of December.
And just so everyone knows, if they haven't done one of these before with us, basically through the Patreon portal, there'll be a link up there. So if you're a member at the squirrel level, which is the only level, there'll be a link.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we go live at 2 p.m. on December 19th at on Pacific time, that link goes live and it's all of us and all of you. And it's a good time.
It's the future of podcasting.
We can have a Yellow Legs level on Patreon. That'd have to be lower.
I'm not sure that the message wouldn't be mixed.
Yeah.
I think piss thrown on you.
Yeah,
I think the
pee on
Yellow
you at
Legs
that
level,
That's an
yeah.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
The whole different thing.
Yeah. And then it turns out you never really know whose piss it is anyway. Turns out to be somebody else's pee entirely.
Do we ever really know?
That's it.
Andy, I think it's funny. Andy's been tweeting. I don't know if you guys see it, his morning baths, and it started with my taint issue. But I would get up every morning and also take a bath, and now I've kind of just gotten used to it. So I get up early in the morning when it's still cold and go get in a fucking hot bubble bath and get stoned. And I think it's funny that Andy is doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's the Big Lebowski. Yeah, I set the door open, smoke a joint. I got a couple of marmots that come around.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I know. I can't imagine somebody coming in and harshing my mellow.
I had not heard about any of this. So you're taking a bath every morning now?
Yeah.
Walk me through it.
It's just the most passive way to start a day.
That's beautiful.
You know? Yeah, and I got a robe like the Big Lebowski, and I'm not doing it, but it's just, I mean, the tub's there, and then
You're paying for it. I mean,
it's the most passive way to get clean too. You can maybe clean yourself. You don't have to.
Well, it's really the dirtiest.
You
way
just
to-
move around a lot. Friction does the job.
Yeah. The end of it, you run your hand through your hair, and it's shampooed.
It's basically a dirt and grease soup that you're sitting in, but enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you can also see. I refer to it like a cowboy bath, because then after it's done, then I take it out, and then I have a big cup, and I wash up while the water's all draining out, and then I use a cup of fresh water to wash off, like a Old West fucking bath.
Yeah.
Works great.
Fucking maniacs.
Do you live on a dude ranch? What are you doing?
Yeah,
That's like
man.
how Yellow
Jesus
Legs
Christ,
do.
You've never. You need to get yourself some goddamn Dr. Teal's Epsom salt bubble bath. Is what it is. I noticed Andy and I both use the exact same stuff. Fury turned me on to it. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Erickson thinks his asshole's clean because he runs a little water in it. How about you soak your asshole like it's a fucking
Oh, yeah.
crab?
Oh, you mean sit in a bunch of asshole water like a tea
Hey,
bag?
is
Is
it-
that what you're talking
is
about?
it-
Yeah, make your point,
You get
Andy.
up, the eye closes.
Your asshole may be clean, but is it velvety smooth?
It's
Yeah,
now on your
that's,
elbows. There's fecal
here's-
matter on your elbows, Andy.
Here's what you do: is you fill a pitcher with clean water, and when you get up from your filth, then you run like your asshole is a waterfall.
That's
You
what
know.
I was saying. After you're
So
done, then you
basically,
wash
what
off
you
with clean
said
water.
is,
It's like a
soak
state
your
park.
own filth, and then at the end, you take a shower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Essentially, what you
Yeah.
just described.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Yeah,
like
and then I
soaking
could-
your
Got it.
dishes because you
That's
don't
what
really
they're
want to
trying
wash
say.
them. Yeah.
In fact, that's not what they're doing. That's what they're going to do starting tomorrow morning.
And in fact, I do clean a couple of dishes while I'm in the tub. You'd be foolish. Look, because I
Some
forgot.
ashtray.
Well, I've been drinking. I've been getting up and drinking. I've been getting up and drinking my breakfast. I have eggnog and rum, and then I smoke weed and sit in the tub. So then you put a little water in the drink, and then
No,
yeah, and
Andy,
then
you're telling the truth.
yeah,
He's fucking
yeah.
serious. He's doing dishes while he's fucking soaking in
Just the ones that
anal
I
grease
don't,
water.
because I don't have a real good setup up in the apartment. So
So you're cleaning your one plate and dish in the tub with you like a real fucking cowboy.
oh,
Yeah.
because I
I
have my
used it as an
breakfast in the
analogy. He's
tub.
actually doing it.
I
You
mean
fucking
I
nailed
put
it.
I put
You can't
everything.
make fun of Andy.
I
He's
put
he is
everything near
doing
the
the
tub.
shit you're roasting.
Yeah, I do I put all the stuff around the tub. Like I put the phone, I got my Christmas music or whatever. Not necessarily Christmas music, but music, the joint. I mean, there's a lot. You just can't get in the tub all willy nilly.
I'm cleaning a carburetor. I got
There's
that
a
sitting
lot
there.
of
with a
stuff
little
you gotta.
toothbrush,
Yeah,
so I
I
clean the
gotta have. I
carburetor
gotta
out.
have the cat food close because the cat will come in as soon as I get all comfortable in the tub. Mr. Squishles is around. Wants to come in, and I gotta put food down for him. And then I got the candles going. I mean, there's a lot to it. I don't just jerk
Oh my
myself off in
God.
the tub.
Oh, I'm sure that happens too.
Oh yeah.
You don't jerk off in the
After
tub, do
wash-
you? You don't
I
do
hope
that.
that happens after
I-
you wash the dishes.
I think every guy only makes that mistake one time.
Yeah. Yes. I was about to say, I do not jerk off in the tub for the record. I've done that once.
If you do, it is time to get out of the tub.
Hey, you can't swim away from that shit. I don't care how much
Comes
tub
right
you
in.
have. That's-
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No kidding, man. Yeah, it's like a couple of spiders swimming towards you. Oh no. Oh. Albino spiders.
And your hands are full of dishes.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do.
Yeah. I'm sure
You're
it's
like
harmless.
Trump's team trying to keep the COVID away.
Yeah,
Oh,
it really makes you
God.
appreciate what women go through. So-
Ugh.
sometimes they take a direct blast of that stuff. Oh man.
Oh God.
Uh,
That's really nice that you're starting your mornings with a bath, though. I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
I don't see any reason not to. It's like we've reached this stage of this pandemic where everything, I mean, obviously everything's shut down again. California, we're more
You
shut
guys
down
are
now than
fucked.
we ever were. And it's like at this point, it's now, you might as well start just doing self-care. There's nothing else you can do. So you might as well start taking the time to take care of yourself. Do it. Take a nice bubble bath.
and,
Get a
and
joint
it's okay to,
and
it's
a cat.
okay to, and honestly, it's okay to jack off in the tub. Just don't come in the tub. You know,
You
Listen
got
to
to
the-
edge.
you
You
got
got to edge.
Yeah, you got a
That
video
creates
on.
an emergency
whatever.
situation, Andy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
That's-
like you grab a
got to-
handful of
you
tissue
got-
straight from the tub. You've got a problem. I mean,
Now all of a sudden you got a wet pinata in the tub.
I'm just it's
Oh,
like
wet.
I'm just doing paper mache at this point. This is disgusting.
Shaylee, you just invented a sex name. You give him the old wet pinata.
Wet pinata.
You hop in the tub and you jack off and grab some toilet paper with your wet hand and then scoop it up and try to get the cum into that and then candy everywhere.
Nobody wins.
Come here, Mr. Squinkle.
The wet
Good boy. Who's the good kid? Who's the good kitty?
And he's shaking the treat bag with one hand and wet pinata in the other. Come on, Mr. Squirtles. Help daddy out.
Yeah.
Now take your
Andy's
dirty
the only guy who gets out of the tub covered in cat hair.
I guess. I do have a towel runway from the of a big garden tub from the tub step over to the toilet. So I have to get out, go to the toilet. You can go on the towel runway, and I have it set up too, Andy. I get exactly what you're saying.
Holy shit, we're like a couple of fucking mirror images.
Do you guys have big enough tubs to actually get down in? Because that's always my complaint. I've never been fancy enough to have a tub big enough. Yeah, that's the tub where you can't get your knees and your shoulders wet at the same time, and that's a fucking problem. So one part of you is always cold if it's the standard size.
That is true. I have a big garden tub, but I'm big enough that my knees and my belly just stick up above the water while I lay. I can lay the rest of me down to my neck, but my knees and my belly stick out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always hear the Deadwood theme when I'm in the tub, but mine's a double position to get the whole body submerged. But I curl up in the fetal position some. I
do yoga stretches in there. In the hot water. It's a fantastic morning ritual.
Yeah, you guys don't know what.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, put your asshole in some fucking warm water every morning. That's what the Dr. Fauci's saying. Your asshole has to be. Your asshole has to spend at least 30 minutes a day hotter than your head.
Shaylee, did you put an elephant in that tub? Because I was talking about taking a bath, you asshole. That's fucking funny. I didn't notice it. That's kind of what it looks like.
He's doing yoga stretches, Chad.
Yeah, that's not far off.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
Hey, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Get out of here.
So one more time as we roll into all of our things we say at the end. December 19th, we're going to do an office Christmas party with the four of us and all of you, and as many as you would like to join. We'd love to have you all there, but you have to be a Patreon subscriber to take part. And so if you're not over there yet, come join us. And if you do, you can get a link to the office party and join us live on December 19th. And also,
it'll be Q&A, interaction back and forth. I got plenty of room on the account.
It's an office party.
Yeah.
Everybody get fucking shit hammered, say inappropriate things to coworkers.
That's right. We're going to have
all
regrets.
recorded.
Yeah, and the best part is if you sign up for our Patreon, you get all of the other things that the Patreon subscribers get, which is extra episodes all the time and all kinds of other content. So that's where we're going to go right now. We're going to go make a drink and come back in a couple of minutes over on the Patreon. So we hope to see you over there. If not, thanks for being here. Like and subscribe to the channel. We threw up Andy's Venmo address a little bit ago. His P.O. box is right there if you want to send him anything. It's Christmas time, so share the love. Send him a nice gift. And also, if you fucks with the Twitch, subscribe to Chad's Twitch channel and watch him and the crew play video games poorly and get drunk and do a bunch of other fun shit. And
we're switching that to Saturday. I'm going to do it every Saturday as my dedicated time. Any other time is bonus, but Saturdays. So come hang out.
Oh,
Nice.
right on. Very good. So, what else? NatureJack.com for your last shot NatureJack t-shirts, all helping Andy get that special that he filmed at the Funhouse out and to you. It's going to be great. So grab one of those. What a Christmas gift that would be.
He's on the
Sweet.
nod.
Andy, is your microphone behind you?
It's right here, right?
Oh,
It's
okay.
right there now.
It just looked, yeah.
I get like
he keeps it in the room.
I'm literally surrounded by t-shirts. I have 4 tubs, and that's what everything's sitting on, and I pull them all
we
in.
know they're in tubs.
Right. Yeah, folded. Like what happened there on the left is that was to show how durable the fabric is.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
I love Rip Jowsey.
All right, you fuckers. Thanks for being out there, guys. We love you. We'll see you next time. Later.